Is it lust or love? This is the Joyfully Married After podcast, episode 29. This is Joyfully Married After with Heath and Tracy. I'm Heath.
And I'm Tracy.
We're joyfully married after how many years, baby?
26.
26 years, 4 kids, corporate jobs, entrepreneurs, and this podcast is our view on life through our lens. Baby, when I
Let's
first
go.
met you, I was just on cloud nine.
Were you in love
It was love off the rip.
or was it lust? Let's real talk.
It was love that evolved very quickly into lust. But it was mostly love, though.
Oh my gosh. Think back to that time.
Let me see. Way back when
Oh my God.
it was a beautiful fall day in 1988.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to tell you guys how we met story. We'll do that on our podcast one day. Not today though.
Yes, not today.
But we can talk about the feelings.
Yeah.
We can talk about the feelings. Love or lust. I think those two get confused.
Yeah, I think they were certainly intermingled in our initial part of our relationship, and I think as we sort of peel this onion back today, then people will begin to see the differentiation of love and lust.
I think so. I think early on, I don't remember the can't sleep part. They're saying lust is like can't sleep, can't eat, you don't get anything
love.
done.
No, that's love.
That's lust. You're obsessed. This powerful fit. That's not love.
Yeah, I had all of it, baby.
Are you serious, baby?
Can't sleep.
No,
I never had a problem not being able to sleep.
Really cool. We were really cool. It was peaceful. That's what let me know you were probably the one because I had so much peace about it. I was really cool. I wasn't anxious. I felt normal.
Yeah.
I was excited to see you whenever I saw you.
There's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I was obsessed. It wasn't like like if you had something else to do, it was like, okay.
It was just a really strong click.
It was a really strong, immediate click.
Yes.
Yeah.
I concur, baby.
Yeah. So let's talk about the 4 signs that differentiate love.
Talk
and
about
lust.
Talk about it.
So physical attraction with sexual arousal.
Filled with sexual desire.
That does not stop.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we
lust.
call lust. Do we need to say it again?
I think so.
Physical attraction, sexual arousal.
With sexual arousal.
Filled with sexual desire.
That does not stop.
That you lusting.
That's lust, y'all.
You lusting.
Yeah, that's like, to be honest, I don't think I've ever been like that. Is that more of a guy thing?
I think guys certainly are professional lusters. Yes. Guys know how to lust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, that's just a normal thing for men because they are visual. And so when you're looking at images that appeal to your sensory perception, then it makes sense that they're a little more lustful.
What about these Christian guys that are like, they don't look at girl, they try not to look at, is it because it goes straight to this?
You can't trust the flesh, man. What the dude did in the Bible, the woman rolled up on him.
He ran, y'all.
What was it? Potiphar's wife, right?
Potiphar's wife.
Potiphar's wife was seducing Joseph.
Well, trying
to seduce Joseph, and she put her hands on him.
He ran. Y'all.
No. He came out the jacket. She still had the jacket in her hands.
Are we sure it was a jacket and not like pants?
He came out the robe.
Yeah.
The whatever clothing he had on, and took off like Flash.
Yeah, because he knew.
And she was standing there holding the clothes.
Yeah, because I'm sure she was beautiful.
He was like, I gotta go.
So another sign that is lust is you glorify or you idealize what they look like and who they are.
Yeah.
Like if they're really, really beautiful, they're really powerful. If they're like a boss or somebody like that you really, really admire at the beginning. That's another thing. You glorify, you lift it. It's just, everything is just so great.
What they used to say on Grease, all the girls be swooning. Grease and Happy Days. Oh, he's dreamy.
like people do with these TV shows. These
Mhm.
people on these TV shows.
Yep. Yep.
They lust after these guys. I look at the comments on Instagram and Facebook. Well, so much more Instagram,
IG.
and it's pretty interesting. You know, you post a picture with a guy, and you're like, "Oh, look who I hung out with," and then you read the comments.
Uh-huh.
It's straight comedy. The stuff that women say, and so I guess women do lust. That answers my own question.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of times with women. I think it's more in fun, in jest. Whereas, not to say that the women can't lust. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying I think that it is something that's a little more
It's
prevalent
lust, y'all.
in the man.
That's how
in the
we
male
lust. We lust
community.
different than y'all. But the thing to remember, that if you're at the beginning of a relationship,
Yeah.
lust will make you what? Blind.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to see their flaws and their faults.
Flaws and all.
And then what happens when you finally do see them, because it's inevitable in a relationship, the lust is going to decline. Even if you start out in lust, let's just say, for kicks and giggles.
You completely missed my Beyonce song reference.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Oh, we can't miss
I said-
Queen B.
I said flaws and all.
Oh, you have to sing it. We're singers, baby.
It's been a while since I heard that. I think
Oh.
it's like, and flaws and all. I think the theme of the song was that the guy loved her
Exactly.
and her flaws and everything.
And the thing that you have to remember about that early part of your relationship, that you lusting after this person,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna go away. Even the lust goes away.
Yep, won't be forever.
It's not. So those are the things to remember. The lust is going to decline.
The inevitable part of all relationships
Right.
is that lust will
Is-
decline.
It's gonna decline. I don't care what it is, what it looks like, what it feels like. It's gonna go away. All right. So what does love make you feel like?
Well, it actually produces a hormone.
Oxytocin? Was it oxycodone?
Oxytocin. Oxytocin, I think is
we
how you
weren't
pronounce
science
it.
majors.
Oxytocin is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, and it
Yep.
promotes an
Emotional
emotional
bonding, yes.
Yeah, it's
yes.
like you feel for them. You feel for their dog. You feel for their cat. You feel
Mhm.
for their situation. You actually have an emotional bond. Oh, I had a bad day at work. You really feel that for them.
Yep.
And that's one of the differences between love and lust. What's another difference?
I nub you. That's an Eddie Murphy movie. I can't remember which one it was.
Is it Norbit?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
can't remember. I just remember that line.
When you're in love, you want them to be with your friends and your family.
Yeah. I think that was the thing that when I was alluding to at the beginning of our conversation today, how I just knew that we were just so in love, or that I was in love with you more specifically, because I was like, oh, I gotta take her home.
That's interesting.
Right?
Because
Right.
I remember when you asked me, I was like, what?
Yep. We was like, yo, you ride with me.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going?
We're going to Atlanta.
When?
This weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I've been there a million times, and you rolling with me.
Okay.
So we piled in the car, and we took off. We hadn't really been dating that long.
No.
I think the first time you went.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe
a month.
a month?
A month, something like that.
Yeah, he took me home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because, I was like, yo, y'all need to see my honey.
And that was a
They were like, what happened to the other one? I was like, she gone.
wait, the other one for the last 3 years?
Yeah. They were like, what? We confused. I was, don't worry about it.
It was bad, y'all.
Don't worry about it.
It was bad for me.
This the new one. She's a keeper.
They weren't like, okay. They weren't like that. So that's another story too.
Another story for another podcast.
But yeah, you want to bring them around the people who are most important to you. That's how you know that you're in love.
Because you're in love.
What's another?
It's like, I got to show it to my people. I got to show off. You start using language of we instead of I. It's like, we going to Atlanta.
We went here.
We going to the movies. We going on a date. We love that TV show.
Instead of I'm taking this girl on a date, or I'm taking so and so on a date.
Language is different.
Language is totally different. It's like it's inclusive.
If you want to know what's going on, people, check the language out.
Yeah, there's more overlap in the things that you say and the things that you do.
Yep.
And things start happening mutually. It's
Yep.
like a mutual understanding of I'm going to pick you up at this time. It's just a mutual, I'm going to meet you here. Like Heath and I, our thing was at the beginning of our relationship, he would meet me outside of Douglas Hall on Howard University's campus
HU.
after a certain class every time. And he would walk me to my next class. It was just like a mutual thing. He didn't, and the funny thing about it is I didn't ask. I didn't expect it. He just did it every day. So it was like a mutual thing. Oh, you're going to meet me here and walk me to my next class.
Because I was in love.
What's the next one, babe?
The things you talk about is really a telltale sign, baby, right? And so
It's
when you
huge.
start telling people all about you, what you think about things, your background, what your favorite things to do are, what's important to you, what you want your life to be, you start dreaming together. Those are key telltale signs of love.
If you start telling people your secrets,
Yep.
stuff you haven't told other people, if you reveal like things you're dreaming about, and I really want to do this, and I really want to go there, and I really want to, and that is a sign that you're in love. It's peeling back the onion. Think about an onion layers, and if you just peel it back little by little, you're revealing your true self to this person. So that is definitely love.
Yep.
When you start going there, that's definitely love. What's another thing?
Probably how you begin to impact one another.
Yeah.
So from an influence perspective, right? If you start spending time with one another and you're so in love, you're sharing your life, your secrets, you're dreaming together and those kinds of things, then what's important to each other becomes impactful to one another. And so when you start to see that rub off, when you can see, hey, we're coming up on graduation, baby. I think, we want to talk a little bit about what's going to happen when school is done.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I've got this big job promotion and
I might have to move.
I might have to move. Let's talk about it. I think I may want you to come with me.
And it's that, and it's also what I like to equate. If you're a believer, such as Heath and I, is does that person make you better in the spirit? Does that person show you a different way to Christ? Does that person help you get closer to Christ?
Yep.
And if that person doesn't help you get closer to Christ, you may want to think about, now that's for people that are there. If people aren't there yet, this does not apply to you.
Yeah.
But if you are in the spirit and they are in the spirit, are they pushing you away from Christ, or are they pulling you closer to Christ?
Yeah.
Are they making you better? Heath makes me better in so many ways, always has. I was that person that people thought was stuck up and snobby and didn't want to talk to people. And it wasn't that. I just had a trust issue with people. And because of my upbringing and my childhood, I lived a very public life.
Yeah.
And because I lived a very public life, when I got to college, I did want to make new friends, but at the same time, I didn't want to reveal myself to people much. But if anyone out there is listening and knows my husband, he's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So what Heath has taught me over the years is to relax, is to don't worry about what you think someone may say or do about you later. It's not going to affect you in the now. And his sincere energy and love for other people has just shown me that I can be like that too. And I just want to say thank you, baby.
You're welcome,
He
baby.
makes me better.
Yeah.
He introduced me to so many friends I'm still friends with.
Yep.
I had friends too,
Yeah.
but I just wasn't on that level with people because I just didn't have that trust with people. But when I married Heath and when I started hanging out with Heath, I just really started to open up.
Yeah, and we certainly have made each other better, baby. There are a number of things that you've helped me with as well in my time in my life, and keeping me on point and pushing me, prodding me, getting me to do better and reach higher. And so, we could go on and on about how we have impacted one another and been helpful to one another. And I think that's the point here, really, right? Because regardless of how you believe, regardless of what your faith is, when you have a partner, when you have a mate that pushes you, that challenges you, that helps you grow and get better, that's what you're looking for.
That is exactly what you're looking for.
And that's how you know you're in love.
Yeah, if you look up and they're making you better, that's somebody you probably want to hang around for a little while.
Yeah.
At least.
Absolutely.
All right. So if you are having a challenge with understanding the love in your relationship, if you feel like your love is gone, if you feel like the spark is gone, the thrill is gone. I don't sound like BB King, but we have to sing in every podcast.
The thrill is gone away.
Oh, that's very good, baby.
Lucille is harder to emulate than BB King.
Yeah, Lucille's a tough one. So some of the things you want to start doing is you want to start mirroring the beginning of your relationship, whether it was lust or whether it was love.
Yeah.
You want to start mirroring what happened in the beginning.
Yeah. So let's just qualify this for a moment. So with respect to being in a relationship and you are in love and you've had some lust and some of the lust has dissipated or has been eradicated, but you're still in love and you want to reinvigorate the relationship with some of those cool lustful activities.
Hey, it can be good.
You gotta re-energize, right? I think the word talks about renewing the mind. So what we're talking about is renewing the relationship
with some lust.
Hey, you gotta keep it spicy out here.
Gotta keep it spicy.
That's right.
So what's some things you should do, baby?
You can really try activities, right? So if you think back maybe to the beginning of your relationship, you were doing all these cool things, you're going on dates, you're experiencing things, you're going on vacations or whatever it is. And so, you want to maybe try some things that you haven't done in a while, or maybe things that you've never done before. Maybe you've never been skiing. So, you take your mate skiing.
What about surfing?
Maybe you've never been surfing and you're like, hey, baby, let's go see if we can hang 10. Surf some waves. Far out, dude. Yeah, you're so right, Tracy.
I think you need to bring the wow factor back too.
You gotta bring the factor back. Do some things that are unexpected, and that'll create those oh wow, those oh my gosh moments, right? And so the next thing you have these emotions that are bubbling up, that are reinvigorating things and how you feel about your partner, and that's what you want.
Yeah, he keeps it spicy. He likes to send me like these text messages every now and then, and it just does this little butterfly thing.
Yeah, that's simple.
I love it. I love it so much.
Messages, little simple stuff.
Yeah, and I think maybe a treasure hunt around the city, or maybe you join a rally one weekend together.
Yeah. Certainly, the element of surprise is important to keep things spicy. So that was something that I saw somewhere that was really cool. It was like a treasure hunt.
Yeah,
it's like you send your mate on a treasure hunt, and they have to find things throughout the city.
And at the end of it, guess what?
I'm here.
We'll have to do that one.
Yeah,
we'll have to do that one.
That'd be pretty cool.
What about an activity, something that's like exercising? Like I keep trying to get you to come to the pool with me.
I don't know why you trying to get me to go to the pool. I ain't going to the pool
because I love it so much.
Oh, that's good. That's for you, baby.
Okay.
And I'll be here when you get back from the pool, or I'll go on my run somewhere while you're at the pool, and then we meet up.
Okay.
I'm not going to the pool.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's I think exercising together, doing things like that, hot yoga, whatever it is that you're into.
Ooh, we should do that together.
Well, the goat yoga, that's what I saw on TV the other day.
I don't know.
I didn't know. I thought that was like a joke, but
I'm
that's
scared
actually
they'll pee on
But that's
me.
actually a thing though, right? Goat yoga?
I think they're cute.
But I'm saying, isn't that a thing though?
Yeah,
it's like a real thing. It's not like a Captain Obvious commercial.
No, it's like
because
they want to climb.
Right.
So when they see you in those odd positions, they want to climb.
Yeah.
So then once they climb on you, part of the yoga is you trying to balance and to keep the kid from falling off of you.
Yeah, I can balance on that. So
I'd be scared they would pee on me.
Yeah, I don't think I need goats on me.
So, but hot yoga. I could definitely go for some hot yoga.
Oh my gosh, doing some stuff like that would be cool because you can get into some touch and some personal stuff, massage, whatever it is. I think that those are
some
really
of those
cool
things. Positions.
Yes, those are really cool things.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Some of those lustful positions.
Yeah. Arousing and arousal activity is definitely a thing, right? And so if you so this is another one. So if you're at the amusement park and you get on the roller coaster, right? You screaming and you squeezing on me, oh baby, right? Those can be cool
I think
because
those are cool.
yeah. When you're doing things that generate arousal,
Your adrenaline, get your adrenaline going.
yeah, that has adrenaline, and that stuff is like attitudinal. It's transferable. And so when you get that energy going, you got the endorphins sparked up, and the next thing you know, some good stuff is happening.
What about rock climbing, baby? They had a really cool rock wall at the
rock climbing might be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as I can be tethered, I can probably get up there, some heights.
That would be fun. I think we should do that.
Mm-hmm. We might try that.
We might try that.
Yeah.
But there are a few things. We're going to talk about renewing your marriage in one of our courses coming up. So just stay tuned. Make sure you check out heathandtracy.com.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, lust is awesome, but it is not the glue that keeps relationships together. It doesn't necessarily have to be exclusive to one another. You want them intertwined, intermingled. And at the end of the day, while you're in love, keep it spicy. Thanks again for listening today, folks. If you liked any of what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe to our podcast. Tell a friend, too. You can engage us at heathandtracy.com for all the goings on in our world. Queen Tracy, speak to the people.
Bye, loves.